One day video. Whoa. I'm making this video to shake off some of the hesitation I've had since the very beginning. It's taken me too long to realize that I need to be a bad YouTuber before I can be a good YouTuber. I need to stop rechecking and redoing things and realize it's good to make mistakes and see them uploaded. That way I can learn faster about what works and what ideas don't. I admit I never liked the idea of just simply vlogging. I always wanted to make things very cinematic and polished, but now I know this is part of the process. It's just like how I learnt piano. I jumped straight at the music and really wanted to play the difficult tracks despite how difficult they were. And it took ages. I probably learnt a bunch of wrong techniques and as a result I'm more hesitant to start playing new pieces too. Just because the end result did look pretty freaking sweet, I could have learnt so much more in the same time if I just dialed it back and just played at an easier pace. And that's what I'm doing now. So when I started recording, I didn't realize the microphone was not turned on in OBS for the majority of it. So this cool little story about me finding a spider that might kill me and just disappeared. I can't show, and that's good because it's a mistake and I'm much less likely to forget. For some of the other footage though, I still wanted to keep it in, so I just did my best to try and like voice dub some of it. Woof. See, I remember hearing about a study where they got 20 people to build as many chairs as they could over the course of a day, and another group could build just one chair as best they could in that whole day. It turns out that the last few chairs at the end from the group that was making many were much better than the first group. So, well, here's my first chair. A master has failed more times than a student has tried. Was that kind of racist? Is that racist to ask if that's racist? Well, doesn't matter. It's going in. First takes only. Any idea I think of is going in the video. It's one way to find out. So from the very beginning, I've just been very scripted whenever I talk. I can't really improvise as well, or I try to dramatically accentuate my voice, and I'm realizing that's no good. I need to be natural. I've heard advice before that I just need to be me. And also I've noticed whenever I go to write things, I'm more hesitant instead of just like throwing ideas out there. So I'm hoping to do that more often. Those are the main challenges in the most recent video I've been trying to develop. And I'm realizing I need to put that on the back burner and just make things a bit easier than going straight into the giant, massive, cinematic, difficult videos. Yeah, and so I was even considering, instead of actually just trying to read the script, listen to the background, and also follow the B-roll, sometimes I could just make another me with that body expression and language to try and add up. Like, look at this little guy go. Isn't he doing all right? Hey, no, you don't know. You stop that. You stop that. You're not allowed. No. Oh, we like to have fun here. Now, I actually started this idea from yesterday in the shower and then just decided to quickly jot down a bunch of notes. But this video mainly has been started at 9 AM today, and I'm going to make sure I export it by 5 PM. I was so tempted to put this off though, I do admit. But I know I can't. Like, that would just destroy the purpose. So I've been working through all these jitters and the excruciating need to procrastinate, which has happened, and I'm just rushing it now. But it's good. It's also highlighted some of the initial barriers to when I have to set up this sort of recording. That's probably making me a bit more procrastinating too, because I'm trying to just put off all the bad stuff. And I realize I just need to get used to them so they don't feel as bad. I also definitely love dabbling in humor, if you haven't noticed. And I think, if anything, that's the sort of holistic experience I kind of want to bring to YouTube that's a bit unique. Where, you know, like in a movie where you have like the lighthearted scenes, the dramatic scenes, and they kind of come together in like a really good flow. That's what I want to experiment with. But I know it's going to take so much trial and error that's what this is all about. Today I think I've put in a lot of effort and overcome a ton of hesitation. more than I have in any single day preparing for a long video. And I just really do want to create engaging cinematic videos that help people experience some of the powerful feelings I get when listening to music, particularly video game music, since it's just a bit underrepresented on the emotional side of things. While making this edit, I just realized that the bird kind of just treads air for a bit. And I had to cut that out, of course, because it was ruining the emotional moment. And it takes more editing work. But then as I went forward in the footage, I realized he falls at the exact perfect time with the music. So, you know, they giveth, they taketh. Quinoa. Quinoa.